let's go into this. Let me get the
let's continue on Bleach. Let's just continue on Bleach since we're already in the midst of that one.
Yeah, because Bleach, I think, was
amazing.
The most underestimated of the big three this week. Because the other two had a lot more obviously big things happening. So, a lot of people said nothing happened in Bleach. I mean, I agree with everyone else that said that it didn't go too fast. Because it's Kubo. His chapters are either really fast or really fucking slow. He has no middle ground. And when he's going good, it goes too fast because you want to see more. Now, for a lot of people who's watching or views this may not have realized it, but Ichigo showed us a speed feat in this chapter.
It was
insane. We all know that, man.
I'm rereading the chapter right now, so let me go ahead and not rereading. I'm skipping through to this Ichigo speed feat just so I can just take a look at it again.
Yeah. Okay, you can see in the distance of the panel, he crashes through the clock tower and lands, and he's actually going away from them as he goes through it. So he's actually probably at least, I want to say at least 1 to 2 miles away, at most 20 miles. I want to give that range because distance in anime is or manga is kind of rough to judge, but given the size of the city that we could see, given how small the clock tower looked in relation to how far away we were from it, falling from the sky was, you could say is at least 1 to 2 miles, maybe 20.
It was crazy.
And then one of the slut sisters goes to say, "What the fuck was that?" Before she finishes her sentence, Ichigo has moved from all the way over there to behind them and is starting to talk to Kenpachi, saying, "Sorry, dude, I missed my mark just by a little bit." That's some instantaneous transmission Goku type shit. I do believe he is faster now in base form than he was in Mugetsu form. I don't know if he's got more power. I don't know if he's stronger and has more power, but he is definitely faster at least.
All I want to say about
Curtis.
Yes?
You were lagging just a little bit, bro.
I'm sure I am.
Alright, look. All I want to say...
I'll be fixed from August.
That shit was good, man.
Okay, see, told you. Alright, all I want to... Wait, did we introduce ourselves? Because we're live.
Well, we all know you, Lamar. You're always around.
Still have to. Wait a minute. Let me turn on the camera. Also, let me get a piece of fried chicken. Alright.
Lamar, the man who makes money using swag bucks and uses them to buy fried chicken.
You cannot use the word swag bucks to this copyright. No, I'm sorry. Right. Listen, I'm Sam Hank. Please check out my channel. I just made a video today about how amazing people are. If you watch that video, you will cry. Enjoy in the heart. You don't already have one.
Sam Hank, aka Mr. Swagbucks. And we all know me. I do gaming shit now. I used to do anime reviews, but I stopped and I will probably eventually get back into them, but not for a while. Right now, I'm focusing on gaming and AMVs, and that's pretty much my shit.
Yeah.
Keats. Boy, y'all was expecting something else?
And then, of course, we all know Ted, leader of the OC.
What I was going to say is this.
Spending all his time nowadays doing Smash Brothers.
Yes, indeed.
And smashing his girl.
Oh! Because, I actually make groups of it. I have a group that's almost as big member-wise as the J Room. Nowhere near as active, but it has almost as many members as the J Room. It's off by about 60 members, 60 or 70.
Dude.
What I want to say, I'm sorry because you're.
How many? Hold on, Ted. How many members do you think the J Room has right now?
880.
Like 800.
Okay, I'm making sure you knew it had gone up.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's like. I think
oh shit! 890. Never mind. 894. So that's pretty much 900.
Yeah.
Mine has almost 700. So mine's off by like 200. Never mind.
Still, that's pretty good. Still, that's pretty good.
And I made that shit. I made that shit in February.
How much Seinin have?
Seinin has like 300, right? something like that. Hold on.
Not bad, not bad.
333 and a third.
Alright.
Okay, so
I can say it. All right.
Bleach, I will say, nothing happened other than a speed feat in my mind. Well, you got to know, oh, look, it's Ichigo coming from the sky. Oh, look, Kenpachi's getting impaled, and it's about to fucking die. So Ichigo's going to save him. And we had, a couple other people stepping up to the plate finally, and they're going to fight. So I don't think it's going to be all Ichigo doing this fight. I think all of them combined will be doing some fight. I think, if anything, Ichigo probably won't show us much of anything. I have a feeling Sanji's going to get this fight.
You say Sanji?
Oh, how do you pronounce his name? I can't think of it.
Sajin?
Sajin. Whatever his name is. I can't pronounce it. Whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about.
No, we don't. You guys are like, hey, so you know.
Shinji?
Maybe that's it.
Shinji, yeah. What?
There's too many damn names that like almost the same fucking pronunciation.
It's a bunch of E's and I's.
Exactly.
And O's.
I suck with names. People know this already. They're watching the past live streams. I suck with names. But anyways, I have a feeling he's gonna get to do most of the fighting against the Slut Sisters, and I have a feeling Ichigo with his new extreme speed is gonna like take Kenpachi back to like one of the healers, to the healing squad, and then have him get.
No, it's gonna be Unohana, nigga. Unohana's gonna come back and heal him.
Please.
Possibility. Who knows? But I'm just saying, he's gonna take him somewhere to get him healed, because with his extreme speed, he could get him there like that.
I swear to God, if Ichigo pulls a Naruto and touches him and he's healed, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Ichigo be like,
"That's not cool."
I'm Shinigami Jesus, bitch. Boom, you are healed.
Yeah, Ichigo's too cool for that healing type.
Yeah, he's not a healer. His thing is speed. His fighting style is all about speed. He's not a healer. He's not a power hitter. He's all about the blitzing.
Yep.
And he has definitely showed he is fucking fast. Now, that's why I said, I do believe he's going to take Kenpachi somewhere safe and let Shinji have it. And that's just going to be I just see it going that way, because if they show too much of Ichigo's fighting now, it's going to kind of be like a slap in the face to anybody else who we were going to see. Because we're like, oh, wow, that's awesome that you can do that, and you got a cool ability, but it's pathetic compared to what Ichigo can do now, because we've already seen what Ichigo can do. So I don't think they're going to show that next week. Or if he does, I'm going to be like kind of disappointed. Because I want to see it, but I want to see it this soon. We got a good teaser of what Ichigo can do now, so a teaser, in my opinion, is good enough.
This is not only base form, but casual base form. He's not even trying hard to fight in base form.
Yeah, he's not using his speed to fight hardcore. And you also got to keep in mind, it hasn't been that long since Rukia came back down with
look what fucking bitch ass Rukia could do. And Renji.
No. What I'm saying is, look, it hasn't been that long since they got back. It's been maybe half an hour at most, probably more like 10 minutes. And he left a substantial amount of time after they did, and he's already there. He told them it was only going to take him like an hour to get there. When they say like bullshit, it takes at least 6 hours for like the fastest person. Or something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but they're like, it takes forever to get down there. You're never gonna make it in time. He's like, oh yeah, watch me. And damned if he didn't fucking make it. So yeah, that's
like we don't have the exact numbers, but the fact of the matter is, Rukia, Byakuya, and Renji left significantly sooner than Ichigo. The way it was set up was that by the time Ichigo got in there, a large period of time would have passed, and the time period that has passed between when they got there and when he got there was significantly smaller than what was estimated. Therefore, he moved much faster than his.
Than any of them.
What I wanted to say about Bleach was this: you guys are also forgetting one thing. What about what Shinji said about the Rock? He needs to be alive. We need to keep him alive.
Because he doesn't know anything about Ichigo's strength. It's like, Kenpachi is the strongest one we have here. There's Ichigo.
No, but okay. You remember how there's what is it, the 5 war potentials?
What?
You remember the 5 war potentials? There's like 3 been shown so far.
I can barely understand you. You said fire?
Okay. The 5 war potentials.
Oh, the war potentials?
Yeah.
Oh, Kenpachi, was he a war potential? Yes, he was, according to Juha. But that's kind of irrelevant because Shinji doesn't know anything about that. The reason why Shinji was saying we have to keep him alive is because he knows Kenpachi's a beast. He's the strongest one we've got here. He didn't know anything about Byakuya's strength return because we don't know that either. He doesn't know anything about Rukia or Renji's feats because he hasn't seen them come back. He doesn't know. He didn't know where any of them were, including Ichigo. He said he's basically saying based on what we have now, Kenpachi's our best hope. He dies, we're fucked. And then next thing you know, Ichigo shows up.
Okay.
If I can throw in a little tidbit here, I read the Hunter x Hunter chapter where he meets Kite again, and bro, that art.
Keys, that has nothing to do with Bleach. But still,
That's just a
Well,
little
we might as
side.
well talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, but can we talk
Naruto?
about towards the end? Like, I still want to talk about my man Naruto. Like, no.
We
Yeah,
can,
we're
we will. We will.
Alright.
Wait, are we talking about? Did Hunter x Hunter come out already? The new chapters?
No,
or
he's
whatever?
talking about the old
No, not the
chapter.
chapter. He's talking about the old chapters.
Oh, okay.
Because the anime right now is where Gon is now found out. Oh, Kite was really dead all along, even though most of us think subconsciously somewhere he knew it already. Just
Wait,
was in denial.
what about, okay, since we're getting off topic, we have to say this for later. But just to say this, Kite's actually not dead. He got reincarnated because there's an extra slot on his weapon that is the words, I kid you not, oh shit, what happened? So it allowed him to get reincarnated as a student. Sorry for the spoilers.
Dude, he's not reincarnated. He's dead. She chopped off his fucking
Wait
head.
a minute, like I'm about to find this. Just the back to what we were saying about Naruto.
Anyways, yeah, we pretty much said all there is to say about Bleach. Ichigo showed up. Hopefully, Shinji will do something amazing, and yeah, that's I think we all just pretty much said what we want to see. So let's move on to Naruto.
Alright.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, what a holy shit fuck fest!
Dude, I gotta say, I wasn't
Hold
expecting
on.
this. Go ahead.
Have you guys ever seen Kill la Kill?
Yes.
I finished it.
Like, remember when Raggio at the final episode, she
No
like
homo.
did something to that?
Let's see if this point has relevance. Continue.
Yeah. Like, remember when she kissed the satellite or something or whatever it was? I
Yeah.
kind of got that vibe from it, like just kind of like when I saw Kaguya's face or whatever.
I get it. I know what you mean.
I get it.
It's somewhat relevant.
Yeah. This is just a really. This is what I said. If the J Room wants to write an episode of Naruto, I think this is what the fuck it would turn out like.
Kinda.
Chapter. Because there's so much fuckery in it.
Yep.
Tenten suddenly seeming like she might be useful.
Yep.
Sasuke saving Naruto's ass.
Yep. Edo Tensei is being immune, so Hokage's irrelevant again.
Yeah, so the Hokage's irrelevant again.
Orochimaru and her
Wait,
genjutsu,
did Tenten get caught in it?
not to our knowledge.
Not yet. So someone could still save her ass, and she'd be useful.
Dude, Orochimaru being Edo Tensei, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
I mean, not Edo Tensei.
Orochimaru being caught in the Genjutsu. Then you have the Edo Tensei being immune. Then also Minato being like fucking teleported back to the fucking village randomly. Like, okay, that was.
I didn't get that either. What the fuck?
And then Yamamoto's like, "Oh, I'm back, bitches. Now I don't need this anymore." It's like, okay, why don't you need it anymore? The Infinite Tsukiyomi just activated. You want some damn protection?
Am I the only one who thinks Yamamoto would have made a better Toby?
You mean Yamato?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. He would have made a much better Toby.
Right.
Dude is fucking creepy looking. And if he would have been revealed to be Toby, other than the fact in a lot of the same scenes as Toby, if it wasn't for that, that would have made more sense.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I mean,
Yeah, given that we now have his filler past.
The white Zetsu was the one controlling Yamato in this chapter, wasn't it?
I think so. I don't think
Yeah,
Yamato is controlling himself because it just doesn't seem like he is.
Yeah, obviously Yamato isn't in his own right mind. He's either being manipulated via Zetsu or some Genjutsu, because obviously Yamato is not on
Either that
his
or he
side.
either that or he just said fuck all of them because they left him to die.
Nah. Well, no. I mean, that'd be fucking funny.
I'm sorry. If I spent like a good several months trapped inside of a fucking tree and no one came to save me when they're all supposed to be my allies, they just let me sit there to fucking rot and assume I was dead. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm switching sides.
Yeah, of course we would do that, but we're not ninjas. Ninjas are trained for that shit. They're trained to, you know what I mean? I know there's this Naruto, so it doesn't necessarily go like that. I mean, when was the last time Naruto actually adhered to any ninja code from part 1? But I see it more likely as a Zetsu body was the one speaking the whole time, using Yamato's body.
Yeah, that is possible. That's what I'm thinking.
If you go back and read it, Kiba screwed all of them over.
Because it is biological.
Look at the moon!
Yeah, like, just look at he screwed them all over. Kiba got mad that they didn't believe he could be Hokage.
Oh shit, the moon, look at it, even though that's the one thing they're going to use to try to get us all in Genjutsu. I'm like, Kiba, you're a fucking dumbass. This is why you're not going to be Hokage. Oh, man. It's just so much fuckery in this episode. I was like, well, Orochimaru being caught in the Genjutsu, I 100% expected that. Why? Itachi beat his ass by Genjutsu. Sasuke beat his ass by Genjutsu. What makes you think Madara, motherfucking Uchiha, strongest Uchiha to ever live, will not get his ass caught in the fucking Genjutsu?
Here's the funny thing about it. Now, Edo Tensei does not end when you die, and it does not end when you are caught in Genjutsu. It ends when you either do the seal or are forced to do the seal via Genjutsu.
Exactly.
So if Madara has complete control over everyone he's Genjutsu'd, he could theoretically force Orochimaru to undo the Edo Tensei. It's not that he would need to, because, I mean, come on.
But even if he forced him to undo the Edo Tensei, the first Hokage already broke free of it. So it
oh, yeah, he did.
First Hokage anyways. So the first Hokage is like, bitch, I'm here to stay no matter what you fucking do. So.
Oh yeah, Killer Bee's still alive.
I believe it's the fucking shades, yo. The shades are gonna protect his ass from the light.
That's what it's looking like. Oh yeah, and Garo's not caught in it too, it looks like.
I'm wondering if the reason why Garo isn't caught in it is maybe because he has some of the tailed beast chakra in him.
Yeah, it looks like Gara and Lee aren't caught in it.
That's a possibility.
What I was saying was, the reason, I'm sorry to bring this up, but the reason it is that two that's drawing Yamato is because of two reasons. Number one, when it was shown that exactly, the spiral that's never mind, screw it, I can't come on with it again.
Yo, this chapter is like everything.
We wanted
it feels like a doomsday.
Yeah. I was very shocked at almost everything that happened in this chapter. Almost everything I did not expect. I didn't expect them to actually get caught in the Genjutsu. I expected it to fail via some means. Either Naruto would do something, either Kaguya would possess him, or some bullshit, or Tenten would do something. I didn't actually expect it to work. I know it's not gonna...
I'm not a big Sasuke fan, but I gotta say I thought it was kind of cool that Susanoo's dark like aura that's used to create him manages to also shield them from the light and thus protect them from the Genjutsu.
Yeah, Minato is armless right now, yeah.
I mean, in a way, if you think about it, it also makes sense because given that Uchiha is all about using Genjutsus, it makes sense that the Susanoo could protect them from Genjutsus.
Yeah. What good is Minato right now, yeah? He has nothing.
He has no arms, and he's laying on his back all the way next to Konoha.
Maybe there's
on
I don't
legs.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll find some bullshit and never mind. Fuck it.
You know what he's gonna
He's
do?
on the.
You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna get Konohamaru, and he gonna save the day.
That'd be cool.
Bro, he is just. Bro,
Oh, I'm just
this
kidding,
dude
guys.
is
I
literally.
doubt that's gonna
This
happen.
dude is. This dude is literally a stub on legs, yo. And he's just looking shocked. I can't deal right now with this, yo.
Speaking of
So I have a
Konohamaru,
question. So the reason that
both Konohamaru and Iruka have been confirmed for Ninja Storm
I'm sorry to cut you
Revolution.
off, but my own question.
Wait, hang on. Hold on, did you guys see that last page?
Yeah, I know that. I'm buying that.
Hang on. Hey, did you guys see the last page of the chapter? I think this is, I don't know if this is a colored one.
Oh, what, Naruto?
Oh, that's a. Oh, nah, that was an old chapter. I saw some footsteps, so I was like, what's we going?
I was gonna say what?
Who's breathing hard like that?
You guys are going to buy the Naruto game?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to buy the Naruto game? Like,
Yeah,
yo, what is,
breathing
like,
hard
excuse, man, we keep cutting each other off. Like, I've been trying to say something for the last 2 minutes. Like, what I'm about to say is, I love BBWs. I'm sorry, this isn't anime related, but I love BBWs. It's freaking amazing.
Shut up, Lamar. No one cares. But anyways, in similar Naruto-related news, it has been confirmed that Konohamaru and Iruka will be in Naruto Ninja Storm Revolution, as well as a new awakening type.
Awakening type?
Yeah.
What's new awakening type?
It's gonna have a new battle system where players can select different types of Ultimate Jutsu Awakening and Drive type. So in other words, two people can use the same character, but they could be vastly different in moveset.
Kind of like a Tenkaichi kind of thing, like.
Yeah, I think so, because they said choose between different character Ultimate Jutsu Awakening and Drive. So
it's either one could play like CS2 Sasuke, while the other one plays as EMS Sasuke.
yeah, I could definitely see like it's gonna be very like customizable kind of thing, like that. So even if two people use the same character, their moveset could be slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it interesting. I mean, that definitely makes it interesting.
Man, that Naruto chapter was good.
Because what they've showed here is the BG mode Naruto with two different ultimate moves. One where it looks like he stretches out a chakra and hits somebody, and the other one he goes in like full on.
But Curtis, we're missing a vital point here. Ted.
Yeah.
Have you caught up to Toriko yet?
I haven't read the latest chapter. I'm like in the middle of reading it.
Okay. So you're reading it right now?
Here, I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm gonna take off my headphones. Hey, I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm gonna take off my headphones so I don't hear anything, so I'm not distracted. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna let you know when I'm done. Okay?
Okay. Well, since he's doing that, we can talk.
Are we talking about Toriko?
I have to read it first.
He's gonna go read it. While he's reading it, I guess we can go over to Hunter x Hunter since he's not up to speed with that yet.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. I'll be back.
All right, guys. There's this. I know a lot of people bashing this shit because it goes really slow, but I like the latest episode. I liked it, and I'm looking forward to the next one because Gona's about ready to fucking go ham on her ass.
I didn't watch it, yo. Like, I want to like.
But you read the manga, so you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but it's like a build-up episode, so it's like I think it'll be epic. It's more like it kind of has that. Remember how Avatar: The Last Airbender used to have those hour-long specials?
Yeah, where half of it was built up, and the other half was the actual episode.
It'd be kind of like just that. Like, wait till next week. That's what I keep telling myself. That's when everything just.
It's the fight I've been waiting to see. I've been waiting to see Gon like get his revenge. And supposedly, according to what everyone else is saying, this arc ends in like 5 to 7 episodes, and I'm like, I don't see how the fuck they're gonna end this in 5 to 7 episodes.
I think it's
So
4.
I am really interested.
Wait a minute. This is the anime. Let's not forget. Let's not forget how many chapters the anime always.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sitting there. I'm looking at how much detail they go into for every single fight. I mean, hell, look at every fight they've had so far. They broke it down like second by second what was going through each person's mind and everything else. I'm like, if they're gonna do that with all the rest, if they don't do that with the rest of the fights, it's gonna be like, kind of seem weird. Why'd you do it for part of the fights and not others? Were you just sandbagging for time? And then at the same time, if they do that, then I don't see how they're gonna finish it up in 5 to 7 episodes.
Yeah.
Because we still have too many people are still left alive to fight.
That ending scene with Meruem, when the arc ends, that is just the saddest thing ever, yo. Freaking when it's like, did you read the manga?
No.
Oh, dang, y'all is anime only, yo. Right. I was gonna go all in.
I don't read the manga because I can't handle that fucking artistry. I've seen some of the chapters and I'm like, oh shit. I was like, dude can't draw for fuck's sake.
The thing is, he can draw, and some of his panels, some of his art is good. It's just you can really tell when you can see the transition almost. It was you go from being able to tell what's going on at one point to you go to the next chapter, you don't even know what's going on. You don't even know Gon's in a forest or if he was in the city.
What? Yeah. Lamar, do you even understand what the word reanimated means? It doesn't mean he was back alive. It meant she could just move his corpse like a puppeteer moves a puppet. His soul was gone. And that's what P2 was telling Gon in this episode. That his soul was gone since the time she chopped off his damn head. Gon has been trying to save someone who was already gone. She was trying to save a puppet, in other words. And that kind of pushed him over the edge because that means everything he'd been pushing for this entire fight was for nothing. So that's why he's going to go fucking ballistic on her next episode, hopefully.
They should have let Kite stay alive longer.
I know, he was a cool character. And he had a badass ability.
Yo, I just finished it. Man, what the fuck? That maze, fucking Jola. That was some cool shit.
Yeah. He still has freaking 9 slots that he didn't get to use.
Yeah, no, I was like, dude, his ability was really cool. And I liked that damn sight. He's like, oh, this isn't what I was looking for, and then sliced and killed everybody. I'm like, if that wasn't your strongest one of what you were looking for, then what the fuck else do you have?
And if you think about it, he really only has what? He only really used 2, the scythe and the shotgun.
Yeah, he didn't use. I mean, he was a character that could have been built up so much more.
Yeah.
He died way too early.
Build him up, then kill him, and then they could have did whatever, It's man.
That was one of my favorite characters, and I was really hoping he would still be alive, and then this, and I was like, oh. My gut feeling told me he was actually dead, but
I'm looking at some old panels, too. This dude, Togashi was on some... He was actually drawing back then. When this joint first came out. Alrighty, what's the next topic at hand?
I think now y'all are going to talk about some Toriko.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get that out of the way, and then we'll go for One Piece.
Alrighty.
Alright, Toriko, we'll be quick, because it didn't really get amazing until the end. in my opinion, or towards the end anyway.
That's true. That's true.
But that was
No.
some crazy shit because those fucking footstorm, bolt, whatever things, what do they call it? Iron stamps? Those things were fucking huge. Those things were kilometers in length. Those things dwarfed a giant octopus that dwarfed a house.
The only thing I'll say about Toriko though is it kind of has that Killer Kill effect to me. Like it's like all this new stuff. Oh, this is interesting, but it's like, yeah, this is nice, but let's get into the meat of everything. Like
that's the end of the chapters 4.
If I'm correct, they're like trying to find air right now.
Yeah, I think the fake Orzo might have found it. Judging from the last
I'm gonna link you this, Curtis, just so you can look at it. Okay.
Also, side note, first, I linked something too in the group chat. I don't know if it's still there because I have to reset my page.
This is the maze that they've entered this maze. They can't go backwards. They have to find a way out, and they're gonna use it through. Well, it doesn't matter. But click it and look at that maze.
Do you think Froze is the real? I mean, Joa's the real Froze? And
I don't know, dude. I've reserved my opinion.
Holy shit, fucker!
Yeah.
And she's trying to revive Acacia.
Dude, like I've stopped trying to form opinions on it because I'm nowhere. I'm just gonna wait to see if it plays out. If it's legit froze whatever. If it's a zombie, if it's mind controlled, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking wait.
You should have been around. You should have been around when people were reviewing like around the 240. Around the around the 240s and stuff.
Like I got into the cookie festival when it was almost over, and I was reading that bitch. Like I caught up to it like shortly after the cooking festival ended, and then I stopped reading for about 6 or 7 weeks, and then I caught up. Then I stopped for about 3 or 4 more, then I caught up. So I've been caught up with Toriko since around the time the cooking festival arc ended.
But the cooking festival is like
that's where everything goes real. That's my favorite arc.
It's like that's when all the theories were getting put out.
Yeah, and dude,
like people thought Coco joined Neo. This and that. They thought Coco and Evil. I was like, yeah, Coco and Evil, bro. And then it was like everybody was thinking Acacia was evil to begin with. Yeah, that was like.
I mean, that does sound like a little. What I was gonna say about Toriko is it was a great read. I love the chapter. I can't wait for the next
one. I kind of actually forgot that Pito was the oldest of the bunch.
Wait, he is?
Yeah, like Pito's the oldest.
Anyway,
interesting.
Alright, we can Toriko the end. Dude,
alrighty.
Let's go to One Piece and we'll wrap up. Dude, One Piece was not bad. Could have been better. It was better than last week. Right now, it's like it's that point where it's starting to build up. Like it's coming to.
One Piece was funny.
Yeah, One Piece was funny. The only thing I didn't like about One Piece. The only thing I didn't like about One Piece is that they showed everybody who we didn't care about for each panel, and it was like, okay, we get it. They all want to do this for this reasons. They all want to kill Doflamingo for their own selfish reasons. Some of them are not so selfish. We get it. We didn't need to see Jeet and Abdul and Ideo. We didn't need to see all those fuckers. We didn't care. Shinjao was fine. Cavendish was fine. Go ahead.
I think we could have went without the whole Cavendish thing.
That could have been short. That I would have liked that being shortened.
Yeah, like just make that like a 1 or 2 panel joke or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
yeah, I was laughing.
Dude, my favorite fucking part, my 2 favorite parts was first we saw the destructive power of that fucking punch by Pika. Now I know it's not 100%, but the way it works in anime is if you can punch hard, you can typically take a hit just as hard. A lot of people, their durability feats are close to their striking strength, or at least somewhere around it. They can usually take about as much power as they can dish out. So let's just, for the sake of argument, assume that Pika, his durability is on the level of his strength of his attacks. Granted, we haven't seen the full scope of his attacks. We saw how fucking huge that first punch was, and fucking Isabello's light, non-charged punch put cracks in Pika's hand.
Yeah,
That was some, because like we saw the full charge version in the arena, and it's like, oh, it's pretty strong. Here's the thing, though, we saw it against an arena. We didn't see it against something strong, like like a heavy substance, something that actually had durability feats. A fucking stadium does not have durability feats. Pika's fucking hand does.
Yo, the funniest thing to me was like when you found out Zoro was laughing at his voice too.
Yeah, I love it's fucking crazy. I was like, because it had the bwaha or baha. I'm like, wait, is Zoro laughing? And Oda put that, the part where Luffy was like, see, you're laughing too, to confirm, because that threw us off guard. We didn't see Zoro laughing to it or something like that.
And then it was like,
Well, I have a question. What do you guys think Pika's voice sounds like? Like if they say it's high pitch.
Don't laugh at me, Straw Hat.
yeah, if it sounds like that, yeah. That's an unreasonable request, yeah. You can expect someone to laugh at that, not to laugh at that.
Yeah, I mean, what I found funny is that even though all these people are like saying we're not going to come after the Straw Hats, we're going to go after Doflamingo, Luffy's still like, you guys, shut the fuck up. Doflamingo's my bitches.
Yeah.
I'm like, Luffy, they're here to help you. Why are you telling them to go fuck themselves?
Do you remember this, Chris? Do you remember back in the J room before we got banned, where I was like, Luffy such and such will fight Doflamingo, and I was like, no, Luffy's too weak, Doflamingo's too strong, it won't happen. And I'm like, dude, every single arc, damn near, where there is a clear main antagonist, Luffy has beaten. Luffy alone. And there's been exceptions like Shabandi, like Marineford, like Impel Down, but other than that, there were like 15 different arcs where he did it. It happened with Captain Morgan, with Buggy. It happened with Captain Kuro. It happened with Arlong, Crocodile. What's the name of the dude? Fucking whatever his name was in the Drum Island arc. It happened fucking everyone. It happened to so many people. Lucci, Horty Jones, Caesar Clown. Luffy beats the main antagonist of the arc he is at. If he is at an island, at an arc, and there is a main antagonist of that arc, it doesn't matter. He's gonna win. He's gonna get the strength to do it. And you can call it plot convenience, you can call it whatever you want. And everyone was like, no, Ted, you're wrong. Stop trying to state your opinion.
It's not really plot convenience or anything like that. Is it cliche as hell? Yes.
Yes, thank you.
But it is a shonen series.
Yeah.
Every shonen series is cliche as hell. But you know what? We all still watch them and we all still love them. So why are we bitching because they're cliche?
Yeah, man. This freaking... I'm looking at the chapter again, yo. Pika's eyes went from, like, just slanted to freaking all the way open, yo. Like, yeah. This is hilarious to me, yo. But that punch, though, yo. This dude has buildings on his freaking arms and stuff, yo.
Yeah, it's fucking dude. They were like embedded. They weren't like smashed. Like, because remember, he can assimilate himself into the terrain that is stone. So he has essentially melded those buildings onto his arms. So that's why he's gotten significantly bigger than we've ever seen him before. Those buildings were not smashed. They didn't just land on him sideways. They were standing upright, completely intact on his arms.
It's because he's basically the island now.
Yeah.
He has tapped into the entire island. That's why I was like, I see him standing there blocking everyone from getting Doflamingo, and I just want to look at Zoro and go, Zoro, you had one motherfucking job. One job. Take that fucker out. And you fucking dropped the ball.
It's gonna happen.
Really, Zoro?
It's gonna happen, because I called Zoro fighting Pika. Do you remember do you remember the chapters with King Riku's flashback? And we first saw Pika? The very week that chapter come out, I'm like, okay, Zoro's gonna fight Pika. It looks like I'm about to be right. This is like I've been right about I'm wrong about all kinds of things when I think about One Piece more often than not I'm wrong. But with Dressrosa, majority of the theories have been right, and it's fucking scary.
That's the thing about One Piece, yo. Like I can't be mad if there's not action in a chapter, because like there'll be something exactly like funny in there that I'll laugh at.
Yeah.
Like Cavendish coming over and saying Zoro's name, and he's like, "The hell is this guy?"
Cavendish is a badass. I'm not gonna lie, because remember that shit from back when it's like oh, we're gonna go off a break for a couple weeks, and it's like, oh my god, Block D ended, who won? And I'm like, Rebecca used hockey, such and such, and Sabo used this and that, and we had all these theories. It's like, no, it's not hockey. They don't have foam in their mouths. Blah 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 blah, and nobody guessed it. Because it was something new, something completely new.
Oh man,
that was fucking cool. I mean, how many times can you say Kishi and Kubo stumped everybody and nobody guessed it? Okay, and Kishi sort of did it this week, but
yeah. I'm actually looking forward to like the actual fight between them.
Yeah, they're building it up.
I wonder. I actually think, I want to see Zoro fight Pika, man. Zoro fighting Pika, like just straight up like onigiri from the sky and like breaking off a Stone Man arm,
The shit is real, man. This arc is just amazing. It's coming this fucking close to being my favorite. Right now it's Water 7 / Henny's Lobby, but it's getting there.
I'm kind of curious how they're gonna play it out though, because like Luffy, he's gonna have to fight Don Flamingo.
Dude, that's gonna be the closest match he's ever fought, and it's gonna be like Lucci level. I know that Lucci fight was like the closest he ever came to losing.
I think it might be a joint battle with Luffy and Law. Something just tells me that.
I don't know, man. That would be overkill. I mean, Law couldn't really do much against Doflamingo, but Law and Luffy. Granted, keep in mind, this is coming from me, whose perspective is that Luffy can barely win on his own. This is just my perspective, of course. That's why I believe that. But I mean, I believe a lot of people thought Law was stronger than Luffy, and forever I've thought that. But the way that Law got bodied, granted Fujitora was there and did most of the damage before he fought Doflamingo, but the way Law got bodied, the way Luffy rescued Law, the way he's dragging him around and acting like, oh, we're not allies, tough shit, we're allies. Oda's kind of implying that Luffy has surpassed Law. That's the way it feels to me. Now, if we're talking about the two of them fighting, I could see Luffy doing some stupid shit that could get killed, but we're talking about who's the best person to take out Doflamingo. My money's on Luffy. There was
let's be a little honest here. Luffy was trained by Goldie Rogers' second captain. This means three things. Luffy is significantly stronger than anybody in the 11 supernovas. So it means theoretically he should be able to
Luffy is the strongest. Luffy is the strongest of the 11 supernovas. Do you count? Well, Blackbeard's not a supernova. Wait, wasn't he technically a supernova at one point?
No,
never mind. No, he was Shichibukai. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say that. Sorry. Okay, and he's Yonko now, so it's irrelevant. But as Luffy is the strongest Shichibukai, Luffy is the strongest supernova. I want to say yes, but here's the thing: we don't know jack shit about people like X Drake. Granted, we saw what happened to people like X Drake and Hawkins at Shibandi with Kizaru, but they were fighting fucking Kizaru. How the fuck are you gonna say they're weak because they got bodied by a guy who would one shot people like Doflamingo? I mean, but yeah, I guess my money's on Luffy for strongest supernova.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll go. Well, I'll go with Kid for now.
Yeah, Kid's sort of Oda's sort of setting it up like Kid's gonna be like an inevitable rival battle for Luffy.
Cause it's like Law's if Law's the white beard equivalent, Kid's the Shiki. And
I
like
give
from
you
what
that
I'm
one.
hearing is like Kid can do like electromagnetism or whatever. So he can like I think he can stop the blood flow or something in Luffy's body. So he could like stop Luffy's gear second and
Yeah,
stuff like
no blood flow means no gear second. That's they explained it very clearly like twice in Water 7. Gear second is him pushing his blood through his blood vessels faster and harder than normal, which is what causes his body to heat up and allow him to use those techniques. The reason he can survive this and his heart doesn't explode is because he can stretch his organs in his blood vessels.
that's an interesting power. Who would have thought you could do that with rubber, yo?
I know, right?
Like, yeah, you gotta like really do some research to think.
It's like, oh, I have this ability. I can turn into rubber. That's cool. What can you do with it? I can stretch my heart 2 inches. So, and then it allows you to move like that.
I can become my own piston. Like,
That's some cool shit, man.
yeah. Oda is gonna go down as one of the most creative writers in history. Well, comic writers.
That's why I keep saying, Oda is really creative and very comedic, and then you have Togashi, who's very detailed and intricate and has a really good way of writing his characterization and so forth. I would love to see the two of them do a collaboration and make a manga together. Because if they did, what the hell was that, Lamar?
It was his orgasm.
That was a
Yeah.
That was a creepy orgasm, man. No
Oh.
wonder the bitches don't want you. You scream in their face when you come.
Have you ever seen it's like a video, like a collaboration special, and it's got Dragon Ball Z, Toriko, and One Piece.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it.
That's
That's
just,
how.
I mean, it was ridiculous, but I loved it just for the fanboy in me of the 3 series, just to see them all together. It made no fucking sense. Some characters got bitched when they shouldn't have been bitched. It was stupid on a lot of levels, but just as long as you don't think about it and you just watch it, it's fun.
Yeah.
You try to think too much into it and you'll hate it.
I would just, like I said, I would just love to see Takashi and Oda like make a manga together. That'd be the most epic fucking manga ever written. To combine both of their talents together. If that was ever to happen, I don't think that another shonen could ever be written to top it. Put it that way.
Dude.
I'm sorry, I'm quiet, you guys. Quiet, but I'm doing my SBing right now because I need to pay for school. So
We're gonna probably shut this down in a few minutes.
Oh wait, you are? Alright, hold on. Let me put on the camera and then fall back in the chair.
I haven't got to hang with my girlfriend since I got home. I was like, hey, we could talk and hug and all that, but I gotta do my OC.
Wait,
an hour
okay,
ago.
let's be about to smash. We're about to do some things. Alright, okay, listen. Personal preference right now, One Punch Man solos every verse in manga.
Even Toriko verse?
Even Toriko.
And DBZ
because his
verse?
power is one punch. Even DBZ. I might get kicked, but the only reason I'm saying that is because his power is just one punch. One punch just knocks you out. That's my personal opinion. It doesn't reflect any of my correspondence or coalitions in this stats. The other thing I wanted to say was this. I cannot wait for next week's chapters. Me personally, I also can't wait for Fairy Tail and History String to something. Because I can't wait to see what's going to happen. So I want to.
Oh, man. That's what that movie was based off. Yep, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much covered all the chapters this week. We even threw Hunter x Hunter this week for good measure.
Isn't Hunter x Hunter next week? Or
we're talking about anime. Anime.
No, I'm saying, no, I mean, like, isn't it coming out next week?
I still haven't fucking started it. Is it okay to go with the 2011 anime until I reach the manga point?
Yeah.
Am I gonna be okay with?
Yeah. The 2011 anime is actually so far the biggest. What's the word I'm looking for? The biggest flaw or the biggest thing they got wrong was Kite and when he actually met Gon and talked to Gon. Because in the manga, I know this because I watched the videos of when Kite was first introduced in the anime. Kite first got introduced to Gon, and we got to see it back at the very beginning of the series in the manga, like very first chapter.
But when did we see it in the anime?
In the anime, we don't see it until the beginning of the Chimera Ant arc.
So it's less impactful in the anime.
Yeah, it's less impactful. It's less, oh, I can't wait to see this character. You don't even find out Kite exists in the anime until after the Green Island arc is over. So it's a lot less anticipated and so forth. So but at least they still introduce him. And at least he's still in there. So
since I already know about the character, I guess it's not going to be the end of the world for me.
Exactly. But it's a minor flaw, but that's like the most notable one people have been bitching about.
So other than that, I can relax.
Yeah, for the most part, it's. I mean, you know, like every anime, there's a few things they leave out or add in.
And the thing is, if someone can always correct me if there's something mistaken. Like I went into a stream or something mentioning Hiyori getting stabbed by Gin. And they're like, no, she got cut in half, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that's in the manga. Now I know. If I didn't know before, I can remember, or someone could tell me later. Like I could read something about it on YouTube. Someone could say it on a video, on a stream. Someone can tell me, and that's if it's anything even a big deal.
Yeah,
so I'll probably
that aspect of that, like you just said, that instance, it was a difference, but was it a really big difference in the long run? Not really. Because at the end, she still survived, so, you know. It actually was better for her to get stabbed, because then it makes more sense why she survived than if she got cut in half, so. It wasn't that big of a difference, so. It's just, you know, small things like that sometimes some people nitpick about and others don't.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not going to nitpick over something that small. Just like Kite, I'm not going to nitpick about that either.
Alright. Well, I'll probably go into it. I should start with the 2011 anime, right? Obviously not going into the...
Yeah, the animation quality is much better in this one. And this one went farther than the other one, so...
Okay, good. That's what I was about to ask next. Alright, so we'll do our outroductions, and then...
I'm going last. Because I can probably go get a piece of chicken.
What?
Damn it, I'm going first?
Yeah, you're going first.
Right. I just want to say... Put on the camera. To any beautiful BBWs out there that are watching this video.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. They're totally dildoing themselves with their fried chicken thinking about you.
So Ted, are you telling Lamar that there's BBW out there watching him on this stream, and they're using a piece of fried chicken like a dildo and shoving it up themselves?
Sarcasm, but yeah, sure.
Oh, you gonna give Lamar a wet dream tonight talking to him like that?
Oh God, that was fucking.
All right, actually, what I really want to say is this. I'm not gonna say go check out my channel. But my name's Sam Hank. I just made a video because someone gave me $30. Like, since we're about to end this, I'll just be on here. Someone gave me $30 to fix their computer. I need to make $489 to pay for class, but I'm using websites to pay for it. So my goal is to be done all this, hopefully get the money by August, and then pay, and then be successful. Please support these guys' channels. Make amazing content. The only gripe I have about this is that we need to do more live streams, or Ted needs to put out more videos.
Ted's got a job now.
Yeah.
Something you don't know nothing about.
Damn,
I'm making real money, not swag money.
Burn!
Man, my job is not that hard.
It was about the hours are long, man.
I'm just, and even the work and the hours aren't that hard. It's just I'm a stranger to hard work.
He's honest.
Oh, like
I don't know the meaning of hard work.
Wait, because you want to say I don't know the meaning of hard work. You try doing some swag butts for like 24 hours straight.
Oh God, my clicker finger. Oh Lord, it's on it.
You don't know this. Okay, look, I'm about to go. Y'all have a blessed night. Everybody, thank you for watching. My name is Sam Hank. Go check me out. I made a video. Ted, if you have a chance, I'm gonna put the video in the J room. I want you to check it out.
Cool.
Tell me what you think.
Lamar, I got one last question for you.
Sure, what's up?
Would you eat it?
I'm out.
Would you eat it though? Okay, that was too fucking funny.
Oh God.
Okay, go ahead and do your outro.
I'm Khrono, and I got a gaming channel. Doing South Park Stick of Truth on it right now, along with some Minecraft. And I also got my AMV channel that I'm rebooting back up. So make sure you check them out. They're both on the OC's profile page channel. So check it out. They're all there. And that's pretty much it for this week.
Okay, I'm Ted, aka Death Ted, aka Logia666, aka Otaku Coalition, aka Identity Crisis. Yeah, I do weekly streams. I plan on reviewing at some point again. I do weekly streams, talk about the big three and Toriko. I might bring in Hunter x Hunter and or Fairy Tail if it's got popular demand. There's no way we're not going to talk about Hunter x Hunter when it comes out. So I'm not going to catch up my time. So I'll probably just give you guys your time to discuss it.
Hell, when Hunter x Hunter first returns, we're probably gonna have a big old live stream just dedicated to fucking Togashi.
Yeah.
The man has returned. Let's do a dedicated stream just a tribute to him. Yeah. So
headed by McWhirlpool.
Yeah, probably.
And yeah, that's it. So peace.